Hi, today I'm talking about whether you need to approach your separation differently if your child is neurodivergent. So, by neurodivergent, here I'm including autistic children, children with ADHD, and any other neurotype that you wouldn't consider neurotypical. I think it might also be relevant to parents who would describe their children as highly sensitive, and other sort of descriptions of children like this. So I've got 3 tips. The first one is about this language, and it's to not let language complicate things. I often see parents who are going through a separation disagreeing on what labels to use to describe their child. And this process of trying to get an appropriate label or description of your child can take a long time. You may well be waiting in an NHS queue for years, and letting it overcomplicate this process can lead to more confusion and longer times spent deciding things. So if you and your child's other parent aren't able to agree on a label, try and think creatively about things that you are able to agree on. For example, if you are able to say, our child doesn't like change, and then use that as the springboard for talking about how to use that and how to take that into consideration, then I suggest you do that rather than trying to agree on a label. My second tip is to not let these descriptions or labels about your child overgeneralize who your child really is. No one description can describe every aspect of your child's personality and their experiences. For example, you may have an autistic child but who is very flexible to change. So again, if neurodivergent is fairly new to the family or lots of people are sort of asking you about it, then just remember it can describe some aspects of who your child is, but don't let your knowledge of your child sort of fall by the wayside. Make sure that you are describing all the things about your child, their personality, what they've been through before, how they respond to things, and not just one label. And thirdly, use previous examples of how your child has dealt with change as a blueprint for how to navigate the separation, either using things that went well or things that could have gone better. Some examples might be your child moving up from a school class to a different one, but really using those to look at what worked best, how much information was delivered, when it was delivered, and whether there were any particular sort of resources and exercises that worked. So I hope that's a good starting point. If you want to discuss this any further, then do drop us a line. It's a very important topic.